All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're going to tackle a massive question in the world of AI. How do systems like Google or even ChatGPT figure out who's an actual expert? Now, forget everything you think you know about job titles and how big your brand is. We're about to break down the real signals AI is actually looking for. So let's start with the question that trips almost everyone up. Does an AI literally decide, make a judgment call and say, yep, this person's an expert, that one's not? It seems like it, right? But is that what's really happening? The short answer? No, absolutely not. And I'm telling you, once you really get this, it changes your entire strategy for building authority online. And AI isn't some kind of kingmaker. It's much more like a detective, just following a trail of clues. I mean, think about all the things we humans use to size someone up, right? Fancy job titles, perfectly polished LinkedIn bios, a whole page of awards. Well, AI pretty much ignores all of that. It doesn't read resumes, it reads signals. And those signals come from what you do, not what you say you are. Okay, so here's our game plan for this explainer. We've just busted the big myth. Next, we're going to look at how AI actually thinks. Then, the really juicy part, the 5 core signals it uses. After that, we'll talk about why you need to think in terms of a whole system, not just one page, and we'll wrap it all up with a quick self-audit you can use right away. So let's pull back the curtain a little. If you want to understand AI, the biggest mental shift you need to make is this. AI does not have opinions. It runs on pure probability. It's all about patterns and math. And here's what that looks like side by side. On the one hand, you've got us. Humans. We run on opinions, feelings, we look at a resume. On the other hand, AI inference is all about cold, hard math. It's calculating probabilities based on patterns it detects in digital signals. There are no feelings involved. So, this is the key takeaway. For an AI, expertise equals pattern stability over time. That's it. It's just looking for repeated evidence, predictable proof that you know what you're talking about, that other people refer to you, that you don't contradict yourself, and that your explanations are clear. It's all about finding a reliable pattern. All right, let's get into the practical stuff. We're going to break down the 5 core signals that, together, create that stable pattern of expertise. Seriously, this is the mental model that your entire team needs to have tattooed on their brains. Signal number 1 is topical consistency. AI trusts sources that stay in their lane. If you're writing about marketing today, and then crypto tomorrow, and then gardening next week, to an AI, that's just random noise. But if you publish 10 really solid explainers on marketing over 2 years, now that is a powerful signal of authority. Second, and this is a big one, is depth, not just coverage. See, it's not enough to just mention a topic. The AI is smart enough to tell the difference between a shallow article and a real explanation, one with definitions, examples, even talking about the limitations. Here's a great rule of thumb. If your content couldn't teach a total beginner the basics, the AI probably doesn't see real expertise there. Signal number 3 is external validation. And this one is so important. You can't just declare yourself an expert and expect the AI to believe you. Your expertise has to be recognized by others. The AI is constantly watching. Who's linking to you? Who's quoting your work? Who's referencing your ideas? That's what earned authority looks like. All right, number 4 is internal consistency. You have to remember, an AI is looking at everything. Your website, your blog, your social media posts, interviews you've done. If you say one thing on one platform and something contradictory on another, that's a huge red flag. It signals uncertainty. But being consistent everywhere? That signals confidence. And signal number 5? Well, this one might actually surprise you. It's that clarity beats sophistication. So many of us try to sound smart by using complex jargon and clever, flowery language. Turns out, AI prefers the exact opposite. Simple language, direct answers, and a clear structure. That's what signals true understanding. Boring but clear is way better than clever and confusing. Okay, so we have our 5 signals. Now let's zoom out and see how they fit into the bigger picture. This is where so many strategies fall apart, because people get obsessed with optimizing a single page instead of building an entire system. You hear it in meetings all the time, right? Which blog post is our pillar page? Which page should we throw all our resources at? In the age of AI, I'm telling you, that is fundamentally the wrong question to be asking. AI just doesn't look at one page in a vacuum. Because here's the thing. Expertise is cumulative. It's not about one single perfect web page. It's about a whole system of content, a body of work that shows up over and over again, answering a whole cluster of related questions. That's what builds a powerful knowledge graph over time. There are no shortcuts here. Okay, enough theory. Let's make this super practical. Here's a simple self-audit, a little checkup that you and your team can run like the minute this explainer is over, just to see where you really stand. Just ask yourselves these 5 questions and be really honest. 1. Are we actually known for one clear thing? 2. Do we spend our time explaining or just promoting? 3. Are other people out there actually referencing our ideas? 4. Are our answers the same everywhere you look? And 5. Could a complete newbie understand our content? If you're answering no to a few of these, well, then the AI isn't going to see expertise, at least not yet. And that all leads us to a hard truth, but it's one worth sitting with. AI does not create experts. It simply reveals the ones who have already been putting in the work. It's a mirror. It reflects genuine authority, and yeah, it also shows who's just faking it. So look, if you take only one single thing away from all of this today, please let it be this quote. You cannot optimize your way into expertise. You can't find a hack or a tactic. You can only behave your way into it by doing consistent, clear, and deep work over a long period of time. And so that leaves us with the real question every single team should be asking from now on. Before you even think about keywords or rankings, you have to ask, why should an AI, a system built on nothing but probability and patterns, trust us as the best answer? Answering that one question honestly, that will define your